Hey, what's up, beautiful people? My name's Rita, and this is Fancy Financials. All right, guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. So let's address the elephant in the room, which is my channel name change. If you missed my last video, that is where I discussed that I was going to be changing my name to Fancy Financials so that my YouTube channel and my envelope shop name matched each other. Now, the Blonde Babe, that historically was a name that lived with my beauty store, so the Blonde Boutique, which some of you may be familiar with. But yeah, that's where that came from. And you know, I love the name Fancy Financials. I think that it's very fitting for what we're doing here on this channel. And although I did change the name, I have not changed the principles of this channel. We are still about finding our wealth at home by budgeting and saving via our cash envelope systems. So although you may not hear me say that in my intros anymore, just know that it's still the same goal. Let's get into what today's video is about. Today's video is going to be looking at my binders and unstuffing any savings that I had for 2021. I didn't have too many savings challenges or things like that, but I do definitely still have some money that I want to pull out before I end up doing my first cash stuffing of 2022, which will be later this week. But I kind of want to start fresh. And so before I can do that, we need to take care of this. So I have let's move this out of the way. I actually have my notebook here, and I just have laid out my 2021 savings categories, which, like I said, they aren't many, but each of my kids have an envelope that have money in them currently that I need to pull out. We also have my 2K savings challenge that I had started doing. It was the Pink Budgets 2K savings challenge, personal savings, and then YouTube taxes. So not too much, but you know, I do have quite a bit of money sitting in these binders that I need to pull out. Like I said, I would love to start fresh for 2022 because the first one that we are going to take a look at is going to be my high priority binder. This is probably the one you guys are most familiar with because it's my high priority binder, meaning it's my non-negotiable. It always needs to be stuffed. If you're new here, I have 3 children, Kimora, Keith, and Christopher. I was stuffing $25 a piece into these envelopes every single pay period. And I did like to keep my kids' envelopes roughly the same amount. So if anytime anybody got a little extra, I usually would up the other 2 envelopes on the next stuffing just so that they would be even. So let's go ahead and unstuff this first one. So this is just a Dave & Buster's card. I actually need to, I'm going to create like a little pouch where I can put gift cards and stuff in. 1, so I don't forget to use them. And then 2, so they're just not in here floating around. This is my tracker. It's a little beat up, as you guys can see. This tracker I only brought back recently, so there's not too much tracking on here. And also, I didn't date it. One of my goals for 2022 is get better, but we should have $455 in this envelope. So let's go ahead and count this money out. So we have 100, 150, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 300, 2, 4, 6, 8, 400, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So we have $455 for my daughter, just like our tracker said. And although our trackers are on there, it's still important to count your money because you never know. Always double check. All right, I need to make room for myself because I definitely want to parse this money out just like a regular cash stuffing. I doubt I'll have any ones, or I might have some ones. Moving right along to her brother Keith. We call him Keithy, which was his dad's nickname when he was young. But he should also have the 455. And guys, I'm going to be putting my trackers aside because I'm going to be doing some new trackers. I'm actually just going to toss these ones down here into the trash bin. I'm going to start fresh for my next video. So Keith has 50, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 300, 2, 4, 6, 8, 400, 20, 40, 45, 50, and 55, just like his sister. So I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to increase the amount that I put in their envelopes for this upcoming year, but I decided that I'm still just going to keep it the 25 because I do plan on doing some additional savings challenges, and you never know. I can always increase it, but I never want to decrease it. So I don't want to bump it up and then it becomes something that I'm not able to manage because of other bills or other things that I want to put my money towards. So I'm going to keep it the 25, and if I'm able to do more, then I will do more. All right. The last child is Christopher. He should have the same amount. And he has 50, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 300, 2, 4, 6, 8, 400, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. So $455 for him as well. For those of you who are wondering, I think I mentioned this in my last video. I did present this money to my kids on Christmas for one of their presents. I gave it to them before they opened up anything else, even their stockings. I presented them this money. I let them know that I had been saving it and that it was going to be for their investments. So typically we put money towards their college accounts, but I wanted them to be able to invest this money. So my daughter has already said that she wants to buy some more Roblox stock with hers or Nike. And my son Keith, he wants to do Bitcoin. And my son Christopher, he doesn't know anything. So he's going to get whatever daddy decides to invest for him. Okay. All right. So $455 a piece for my kids. So if we take $455 times 3, that is $1,365 that we have saved for them. Now, what was that? $1,365. Now, I do know that from the time that I started saving for my kids, I did cash out $200 each prior to this cash out. So that would be an additional $600. So since I started stuffing envelopes for my kids, I've saved just under $2,000 by only putting in $25 a piece every pay period. So, you know, these are small goals. I do wish to save more for my kids on top of what I take out of my paycheck as well. And then I also forgot to mention that my husband does match me as well when we take it out of our paychecks. So we're putting some money aside, and I'll update you guys on what their account balances are in maybe my next video or the one after that. But so now we have our 2K savings challenge. That is the pink budget savings challenge. If you're unfamiliar with that one, it's just a 26-week savings challenge. And once you add up all of these markers, it was 2 cash outs every paycheck. So I would just do 1 square every paycheck. And it also totaled to $2,000. Now that $2,000 did include 4 bonus payments. I did not make these payments. So let's do some calculations here. So the grand goal of this envelope was $2,000, right? We know off that I did not do the $400 bonus payments. And honestly, I just forgot. And that's why they're not there. So that's $1,600 that should be in here. However, if you've been following me for a while, then you will know that back in September, I actually pulled out $845 because I added this money towards my down payment for my vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and take off $845, and that leaves $755, and that is what should be in this envelope. I say should be because you never know. You never know. But let's go ahead and pull this money out. Now this envelope has gone through it. You guys can see I definitely was utilizing it. So I have the cash here. I'm going to take a second to get this organized because as you guys can see, it is all out of order and your girl can't count like that. So give me 1 second. All right, guys, so now that we have the money in order, let's go ahead and get this counted. We have 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. I'm going to set that aside. 2, 4, 6, 8, 500, 2, 4, 6, 8, 600, 650, 670, 690, 700, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, and 55. So $755 is here. I'm very excited because I was a little nervous. Not that I dip into my envelopes, but sometimes I will use my savings challenges to make change for myself. And so you never know. I could have messed up at one point. but $755 is in there. So I'm very excited about this because, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I have to sit here and think about how I want to disperse this money. Do I just want to put this money all towards debt? That sounds really boring, although that's probably what I should do. So I might do a mixture of both, but we're going to have to wait to figure out what that is that I plan to do, because I don't know at this very moment. So let's go ahead and get this money organized. Look at all those 20s. This is a lot of money. Okay. I don't know if I've ever had this much cash out as once in my cash holders. Okay. Oh, I don't have a place for my ones, do I? Nope. All right, that's fine. We will just set them off to the side. Okay. All right, I think that's it for this binder. That is it for this binder. So for those of you who are wondering, my 1K savings challenge and also my 5K savings challenge, these are new challenges that I started only a month ago. So I thought about pulling this money out and starting fresh, but then I was like, it's only a month's worth. So if you look here, these are just $25 per box. So I have 5 of them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 125 is what is in here. So I'm just going to let that be a head start for the year of 2022. And then same thing with this one. My goal for my 500 savings challenge is to use like rollover money to stuff this. So yeah, we're just going to leave that there. And like I said, this will just be a head start for my 2022 savings challenges. Along, we now have my personal binder. And this one I'm also excited about because this is my binder that is all about me. And one of the things that I did, not right when I started sinking funds, maybe a few months in, I decided that I wanted a personal savings envelope that was just for me, just for my rainy day. It was separate from me and my husband's joint savings account. And again, I don't have any plan for this money. This money I already know is going to be going into my high yield savings account. And yeah, and then from there I can figure out what I want to do with it. But I just wanted to put this away for a rainy day, and then we'll be starting fresh for 2022. So according to our tracker here, we should have $1,025 bucks. I'm going to go ahead and toss this tracker. We have 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700. Wait, did I do that right? 700, 2, 4, 6, 8, 800, 2, 4, 6, 8, 900, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,020 and 5. All right, perfect. So $1,025. Now, I'm actually only going to cash out 1,000, and that is because I just added this last 25 in my last cash stuffing, and so I'm just going to again have this be my head start. I just like even numbers, you know, as much as possible. So this is $1,000, and we are going to go ahead and separate that out. Ooh, the stack of 20s is thick. All right. Okay, so that was my savings challenge. Now, these other envelopes, I am going to leave this money in here because they're small amounts. So there's $30 in there for hubby, there's $30 in there for me, $5 in there for family, car payment. This is a reoccurring sinking fund, so I pull out of this every month to make my car payment. So we not want to leave this money in here, we need to leave this money in here. Beauty, I'm currently saving to get my hair done again, so we're gonna leave that in there. Luxury was empty, outings was empty, girls trip is empty, and then we have our YouTube taxes. And I know I have not made a YouTube paycheck video for you guys in a while. I think the last one I did was, the last one I filmed was in September for August, and then I had intentions to film my September one in October, but as you guys know, I got behind on videos a little bit, and then I damn near broke my ankle the day before Halloween, and ever since then life has been crazy. My 9-to-5 picked up. I had to do physical therapy for my ankle, and I definitely got behind on videos, so I apologize for that. According to our tracker, we have $625. So also to add to that, what I was going to say was that I have $625 here. We're going to count it and make sure. But for the videos that I did not get to film, that tax money just stayed in my account, as well as the actual YouTube paycheck. Some of it just stayed in my account, and then some of it I had been stuffing for my car payment as well. So the process didn't change, but you guys just didn't get to see it. So I will just be adding this money to my high yield savings account as well with the remaining money. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. This money, 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 20, and 5 is towards taxes. Now, depending on how our taxes come out, we are getting a tax professional this year because my husband's income has increased. 2 homes have been purchased this year. If you guys don't know, my husband does like real estate on the side. We are also landlords. I don't know if I ever told you guys that. We're landlords, which is an interesting job in itself. Maybe I'll make a video about that one day. But yeah, we're also landlords. And so we had 2 home purchases. His income went up. I started YouTube. I have my business income as well. So like there's just a lot of different moving parts. We also have our stocks and investment, accounts. And so all of that when it comes to taxes can get really messy. So this is going to be our first year hiring a professional, because last year when we did our taxes, we actually ended up owing. And I'm not sure if a tax professional could have helped us break even and things of that sort. So again, we'll see if we need this. If we don't end up needing this, then you guys will see me stuff it at a later date. I'll pull it back out. I'll let you know. But for right now, we are going to be putting this in our high yield savings account and treating it like it's already the government's money. Can't play around with taxes, guys. All right. So that was $625. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and add up the totals here. So we have 455 times 3, and then we have 755, we have 1,000, and we have 625. So that's a total of $3,745 that we should have here. I'm not going to count it again for you guys just because that's a lot of money and I'll probably mess up. But what I will say is that my next video is going to be my 2022 cash envelope and sinking fund setup video. And at that time, whatever amount out of this $3,745 that I decide to stuff back into my sinking funds, I will do it within that video. So we already know some of this money. We already know where some of it's going. We already know that the $1,365, that is already gone. My kids are investing that money. My personal savings is going into a high yield savings account, and my YouTube tax money is also going to go sit into my high yield savings account until we know that we need it. So that really only leaves $755 that we have to determine what we want to do with. Most likely some of this will go towards debt, but I do think I want to stuff some of my other envelopes with this money as well. So if you're interested in seeing what I end up doing with that money, then definitely check out my next video. This binder over here was my low priority binder. Over the last couple of months, I've been dwindling this down on purpose. So you'll see that there's not really much money in here. We have $5 in holiday, $30 in birthday, and then the rest are empty, and that was pretty strategic. So I'm actually just going to pull out any of my trackers because we're going to start fresh, and I might even redo these envelopes and make some new ones. So yeah, so that's that. Family vacation, we just finished spending this money for Disney, so that was a success. But yeah, all right, so we did it, y'all. We are ending out the year 2021. $3,745 is pulled out and is going into the bank. And I can't wait to start off the year 2022 with you guys. So definitely check out my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe this one. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.